I'm going to fix it now. I'm not going to put that off and then, see something in my plot that the magic system completely threw off because I didn't fix it when I could have. Hi, hello, welcome back to Pages in the Stars. My name is Ash. If you're new here, hello. If you're returning, welcome back. And if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so you can be alerted to all my bookish, not bookish, and sometimes writing and bookish content. This is going to be a writing vlog, but it's also going to be an adventure vlog because we have a very bookish adventure to embark upon. So without further ado, let's get to our bookish adventure.
The plan was originally to head straight to our destination, but I didn't eat breakfast, so I had to get food. So we're going to eat and then get to our destination. Hi. Guys, I think I made a new friend.
We have joining us authors Kaylin Bayron, Casey McQuiston, Ashley Woodfolk, and moderated by Cameron Garrett, to talk about sapphic stories of many genres and styles. Please give a round of applause.
And I think that for a long time, queer stories have been kind of laser focused on teaching very important lessons, kind of, making a point of certain stories and certain storylines, and I think that we just deserve more representation, more stories that just kind of allow us to exist on the page. And especially writing fantasy, which is what I write. It's nice to kind of be able to see girls, especially Black girls, get together and have these stories that are not just solely about their queerness.
All right, hello everyone. It is currently Monday, June 13th, I believe. The last time you saw me, it was Saturday, June 11th. But it's Monday. I went to the Bronx's Reading Book Festival over the weekend, and I had an absolute blast. I got my copy of This Poison Heart, signed by Kaylin Bayron. That was one of my favorite books of last year. I devoured it in a couple of days, and I am most likely going to do the same thing when This Wicked Fate comes out in a couple of weeks. Super excited about that. But the festival was fun. It was outdoors, which was really nice. I still kept my mask on though. But I really enjoyed getting to listen to the conversations from the different authors and the perspectives that they offered about being writers and working in the industry. So I had a blast over the weekend, and I'm really glad I went. We're about halfway through June, which means we are halfway to the July Camp Nanowrimo. And the goal for this week is going to be to fix my magic system. Not that it's necessarily broken, it's all over the place right now. And again, I know first drafts, you refine things as you go throughout the drafts, but if there's things that I know I can fix now, or things that I know I can refine now that are going to make my life easier when it does come to editing and revisions and things like that, I'm going to fix it now. I'm not going to put that off and then, see something in my plot that the magic system completely threw off because I didn't fix it when I could have. I would say I'm going to sit here and sip my tea, except it's cold and I don't like cold tea, or at least not cold Irish breakfast tea. I don't like cold tea like that. So I'm gonna sit here and sip my water and stay hydrated, and you should all go get some water too. It's Thursday, meaning yesterday was Wednesday, meaning yesterday we got a new episode of Kenobi. I'm still trying to pick my jaw up off the floor because that beginning, the opening to that episode, I was not prepared for that at all. Was prepared, took me by surprise. We finally got our Clone Wars, pre-Clone Wars flashback, and it was everything I could have wanted. Particularly the way they transitioned between the flashbacks and then back to Vader. That first one where Anakin and Obi-Wan clashed lightsabers, and then it transitioned back to Vader. I love that. I was super excited about that. The penultimate episode was beautiful. I loved it. There's a massive, massive part of me that really wants this show to last longer, because as much as I love this show and as much as I love the show and as much as I am enjoying it, that doesn't mean it's not closed off to criticism. And I will say that to me, it felt like they were trying to do too much for 6 episodes. You have the Obi-Wan and Vader story, you have Leia, you have Reva, you have the little fledgling group that was trying to help Obi-Wan and Leia that I'm sure is going to branch off, or that I'm sure is going to be absorbed into the rebellion, which, hey, maybe we'll see some of that in Andor. So as much as I'm enjoying Obi-Wan, I really wish it was longer. I know they said there's a possibility of a season 2, but for what they've done in the 6 episodes, as much as I'm enjoying it, I wish it could have been given 8 or 9 episodes, because there's a lot of things that just feel like are rushed. This is the 3rd or 4th time there's been something in Kenobi where I've watched it play out and I'm like, this is exactly how I want it to go down in Demon Teeth. So there's a scene where I was watching it, I said, yeah, I have a scene in my head right now because I haven't written it yet, but I have a scene in my head, and this is exactly how I want it to go down in Demon Teeth. So that was really exciting. There's been a lot of those moments in Kenobi where I've said, I have something like this in Demon Teeth, and I'm really excited about it. Finding these little connections or little points that just give me more inspiration has been really fun. As I said earlier in the video, the goal for this week was really for me to flesh out my magic system, but then also in fleshing out my magic system, it led me to realize that, hey, you have a whole bunch of family dynamics at play here that also need some work. So I was also working on fleshing out the family dynamics amongst all the characters in Demon Teeth, because there's the friends that come in, and there's the friends in the story that really do surround my character in a very close way that I would consider to be family. But then there's the blood-related family dynamics that also come into play in Demon Teeth, and I really, particularly for my antagonist, in a way that I really needed to get fleshed out. So that's what I've been working on, and that's what I'm still working on and will continue to do through the rest of this video, along with some drafting. I think I have a friend who wants to do a 5K weekend. So I'm going to use these next couple of days to prepare for this 5K weekend and figure out what scenes I want to work on for this 5K weekend, because we're all about setting ourselves up for success here at Pages in the Stars. So I know that in order to set myself up for success, I need to figure out exactly which scenes I'm going to work on for this 5K weekend if I want to be successful. If I want to even set myself up for a modicum of success, I gotta plan this.
Okay, so before I get back to work, somebody had asked in the comments on my last video about this sticker. Yes, it absolutely does say Fight Me IRL in the Pokemon lettering. I love this sticker. I think this is my favorite sticker, only second to my Pan's Labyrinth sticker. I love this one too. I am about ready to get back to work, so I got some writer's resources here. This is my favorite one. Let's check this one out. This is The Emotional Wound Thesaurus, a writer's guide to psychological trauma. Got my Pinterest. I am in the middle of watching Miss Marvel, finally getting to it. Love it so far. We'll talk about that later. Cookies, because you gotta have cookies. My notebooks, and tea. Let's get to it. Oh. It's Friday. You didn't see me today because while I did get some writing done, none of it was filmed. And then in planning out what I was going to do for this proposed 5K weekend, which would start tomorrow because tomorrow is Saturday, I realized just how much needs to be done and all the things that are unfinished and all the areas of my story, whether it be a character or world building or my magic system. I realized just how much more I need to do, and that thought was overwhelming to the point that I froze and didn't get anything else done for the rest of the evening. So that's where we are right now. I'm going to go to sleep, hopefully wake up tomorrow morning with a clear head and ready to get some writing done. Saturday was no better. My brain was stuck, and there was one particular part of my magic system that was quite literally breaking the story. So instead of sitting in my stuckness, I elected to stop for the day and went out on my skateboard for a bit, which was super relaxing except for the part where I almost crashed into a basketball hoop. After skateboarding, I got home and decided the next most relaxing thing I could possibly do was crochet. I couldn't find a pattern I liked, so I started freehanding something while I was watching Doctor Who. I've been making my way through the classic Doctor Who episodes lately for the first time, and finally got to the part in the 4th Doctor's run where we meet K9. Now, since I started with New Who, the first time I met K9 was in the 2nd season with the 10th Doctor in the episode called School Reunion. So finally getting to meet K9 during the 4th Doctor's run and seeing where he got his start is a lot of fun, and I'm very excited about it, as you can see. K9! Wait, it's K9! And then finally, on Sunday, after some more crocheting, we got back to writing. I had an idea for a piece of dialogue that when I slot it in, it fixes the problems that I was having with my magic system. It's a piece of dialogue between my main character E and the other character who I talked about last time, L. I just started writing it and wanted to see where it went, and when I looked back at it, I looked at it and I said, oh, this kind of fixes the problem you were having before. So it was a massive problem that for right now seems to have a pretty easy solution that I just couldn't see.
It is Monday, June 20th. So, hello. Yes, after a very frustrating weekend, I seem to have pulled through the writer's block, the plot breaking, the magic system breaking, whatever it is that happened. I seem to have pushed through it. And I will say, one thing that I have heard a lot of writers talk about, whether it's at a book launch or a writing event or a book event or whatever, I have heard a lot of writers talk about the importance of having hobbies and things you enjoy outside of writing. Because aside from it just being healthy, there are going to be those times where you need to step away and you need to do something that isn't writing related. And boy, did I see that this weekend, because there was a whole lot of frustration that you did not see in this vlog that I just wasn't going to put in this vlog. So I am really grateful that I started to find hobbies, things that I enjoy doing outside of writing. So skateboarding, crocheting, whatever it is, I was really grateful for it this weekend because I needed something to do to step away from Demon Teeth. As much as I am putting my heart and soul into Demon Teeth, and as much as I absolutely love it, I needed to step away and I needed to do something that wasn't related to writing. So yeah, the advice that authors have been giving, that writers have been giving, of having hobbies that are not related to writing that you can do when you need to step away from your work was super helpful and super important. After a really frustrating weekend, I got some ideas down and I think I fixed, for the moment, I think I worked through or fixed what seemed to be breaking the magic system, then breaking my plot, which I'm happy about. I'm really happy about because yeah, we're getting close to July's Camp Nanowrimo, and these are the things that I want to have fixed so I can go in for a smoother writing process. We're going to wrap up this vlog here because it's a new week, so we're going to start a new vlog. Tell me in the comments, what are some things that you do when you need to step away from your writing project? What are your hobbies? What helps you get through the day? Let me know in the comments, share some tips. Give a like, give a subscribe if you feel so inclined, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!